Okay, so based on what we were talking to Joe last week, just in case the first part didn't recall, Berkshire, Reading, Maidenhead, Slough, Camberley, Bracknell and Ascot are the areas that Joe services when he does commercial cleaning. Okay, Joe? Okay, so what I did, I said to Joe last week, Joe, I'll do some research for you. And I've asked Joe at the start of this call if I could record the call just to show all the students in our mobile business card generator course. Now, one thing I'll say to you, Joe, is as you know, we want more traffic to come to you, to pick up the phone, to call you, to say, hey, Joe, come out, get your team and yourself to come out and clean some of our whatever, okay? Yeah, no. So whether it's a mobile business card, whether it's a squeeze page, whether it's a full website, whatever, we don't realistically care as long as we get people picking up the phone, calling you and saying, hey, come out and do the job for me. Okay, so now I'm talking to the group now. So basically what I said to Joe last week is, okay, let's do a website for, let's do a landing page for Berkshire, one for Reading, one for Maidenhead, etc., saying, hey, if you want the best commercial cleaning in Berkshire or you want the best commercial cleaning in Slough or Camberley or that, you need to talk to Joe at RoboClean now. So first thing I was saying is we get a squeeze page made up and then they put in their email, put in their phone number, whatever we decide, and as soon as they click on the button, that drives them to a website that says all about Joe, all about Berkshire, all about Bracknell, etc., and why Joe's company, RoboClean, blah, 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 is the best one and the best prices, the best service, the best follow-up support. Correct, Joe? Okay, and then, of course, we can have mobile business cards attached to those domains, etc. But as I said to Joe, we will start off with one first because we don't just go out overnight and do 7, 8, 10 websites, of course, because otherwise we've got 10% focus into 8 of them instead of 100% focus into one of them. Okay, so what I did, and I'm recording this, hopefully, hopefully you can see my screen as well, Joe. You can't see my screen at the moment, so I'll share my screen with you as well. Hopefully this turns out in the video. So, okay, you should be able to see my screen now, Joe, correct? Yeah, you can see yourself and you're not seeing me, but you should be able to see I've got on the screen Berkshire, Reading. Okay, so what I did, and I'm talking to Joe and the group now, so what I did, I grabbed all these terms and I pressed copy. Okay, so I'll just throw that down in the bin for a minute. Okay, so then I opened up Name Silo. Now Joe can see me, but Joe can see our screen at the moment as well, folks. So what I did, I went, pardon me, I went to Name Silo. And as I said on all the calls, I was using GoDaddy before and I was using Namecheap, but I'll log into my account here and I'll show you why I feel, pardon me, Name Silo is the best one. Well, let's put it this way, just for a second, I'll log out just to show you something. The reason that at the moment, the reason I am using Name Silo at the moment, if we go back to the front page here, we can see there's no fees. There's no bait and switch, like they don't sell you something and try to upsell you on something. Lifetime, they give you free privacy, so you don't have to put your address. There's no hidden fees, nothing. So, and they're $8.99. So, okay, so what I did here, I went to where it says domain search, and I pressed on search just for a second. And when that comes up, I will now get on the screen, if you can see this, Joe, multiple domain search. Can you see that part? Okay, so what I did now, I pasted all of the Berkshire commercial cleaning, Reading commercial cleaning, and I'll make sure there's a space there, Maidenhead, Slough, etc., and I press submit. Now you can have up to 500 at a time that you can search for. Pardon me. Now as we can see on the screen, I don't want the nets and orgs and the biz or anything. I'm only interested in .coms. So it tells me at the moment, Joe, ascotcommercialcleaning.com is available. So is Bracknell, so is Camberley. They're all available. Okay, so the thing is, the next thing I'd say to you is we can go across to, say, Google AdWords, and I've also got a tool that's called Video Express. I mean, I'll show you this one as well. If I go into here, and won't be a second, I want to check all these things just here. So what I'm doing now, I've already checked the domain names are available. I've checked if people go and search for them. But what I'm going to do now is click on Rank It Now. And what this does, this will go and check in YouTube our chances from super easy to super difficult of us getting number one or number two position in YouTube to promote your video, business with videos as well. Okay. Now, if you look at the screen here, it says all of them are super easy to get in the top positions of YouTube. Now, here's the reasoning behind me saying YouTube. You want to be positioned into Google fast. Now, we can do a mobile business card, we can do a website, and we can put the titles and the keywords and all the tags and that. But as you and I both know, Joe, they could index you overnight. They could take 6 months. None of us truly know until we, play along with Google. So here's what I'm saying to you. YouTube is owned by Google. And if I can get in the number 1, 2, 3 or whatever position straight away in YouTube, because Google owns YouTube, I'm thinking Google will then pull that video that you and I make into the front page of Google. So even if our website isn't number 1, our video will be number 1. And when they go to Berkshire Commercial Cleaning, for example, it'll have on the video we will put, go to berkshirecommercialcleaning.com. So the bottom line is, okay, they mightn't have pulled your domain into number 1 or 2 position, but they pulled the video in. And then after they pulled the video in, as far as I'm concerned, on that video and underneath the video, we have your domain name anyway. Okay, now the thing is, each one of these costs us $8.99 each, so $9, which is nothing. So even if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, $63 US, you know what I mean? It's less than $100, and we go, so, okay, here's the next step I would say to you. First of all, we can register all of them if we want, or we can register one to start with. Now, I will help you with this as one of our students, and we can use it, as I said to you, as a case study. So if you picked, and I'm not even worried about the key phrases or anything, if you had to pick out of all of those domain names which are available in front of you now, Ascot, Bracknell, Camberley, Slough, Maidenhead, Reading, or Berkshire, which one do you think is the main one that you would like first? Okay, forget all that stuff for a minute. Should I ask you a different way? The coach has been coached for a minute. If I was to say to you, where is the most popular area out of all of that where you get probably a lot more commercial cleaning work? Reading. Definitely? Okay, cool. So what I would do now, I would grab the phrase Reading Commercial Cleaning and I'd copy it and I would go across to Google for a second. Let's have a look here. I'll go to Google. And I will type in Reading Commercial Cleaning, just for a second, and I'll look at that and I'll see 6.25 million results. But forget that. I'll now put brackets around this, like little quotation marks. Okay, just have a look. And now we've got 2,210 results. So let's have a look for, if you can write that one down for me, that'd be appreciated. So Reading has got 2,210 results. Let's look at Berkshire for a second, and I'll put this in here as well. 1 second, I'll put Berkshire. Okay, so the other one at 2,210. This has got only 656 results. Now that shows us that's a lot easier for us to rank for. Okay, so first one had 2,210. Berkshire had 656. Let's look at Maidenhead. Pardon me, let's look at Maidenhead for a second. Put it in here. Maidenhead's only got 266. Okay, so that's the opposition. So we haven't truly got a lot of opposition. And they don't know what you know, and they haven't got me as a coach. So the thing is, we can do this much better. Okay, Slough is 207. Just please write that down. Yeah, is 207. Okay, let's look at Camberley for a second. Let's have a look. Camberley is 275. Okay, Bracknell is, let me have a look. Pardon me, Bracknell is 232. And Ascot is, let me see, Ascot is, let me see, 270. Okay, Okay. So we got a bit of noise in the background, so I think someone's washing your dishes and throwing them there somewhere over there. Okay. Yeah, so come on, love, calm down. We're on a call for a second. So, okay, so out of all those results, now I don't live in England, so please don't think I'm silly, but I don't live in England. So out of all of those results there, you told me what you preferred before, but let's face it. One, we want to get listed number 1, 2, 3, or whatever in YouTube, correct? Okay, two, we want to register the domain name, which we know is available. That's okay. Third thing, we want to get on the top of Google, as in your domain name or mobile business card as well. So I want to find one of those domain names that have got less competition. So all the ones out of all, pardon me, out of the 200s. What did Berkshire have again, Joe? What was Berkshire? Okay. Okay, so that's 656. 656. What did Reading have? 2010. Okay, Reading's a big one there. Okay, so what about Maidenhead? What did that have? 266. Okay, Slough? 207. Okay, pardon me. Camberley? 275. Okay, Bracknell? 232. And Ascot? Okay, so common logic tells me, just for the moment, let's forget Berkshire and Reading for the moment. Just for the moment. Get rid of those just a moment. Okay, so if I said to you, out of Maidenhead, Slough, Camberley, Bracknell and Ascot, out of all those, since they're pretty similar anyway, which one would you think would probably get you more people, more customers, more exposure, etc. out of all those? What do you feel? Yeah, but the thing is, I'm looking at these numbers, okay, but in your brain, the monthly quotes you get, the amount of people you go and service, etc., out of all of those, if I said to you over the last 12 months, would have you got more business from Maidenhead, Slough, Camberley, Bracknell or Ascot? Bracknell. Okay, why don't we just for the moment look at Bracknell commercial cleaning just to see how we go, and then we can do the rest after this. Is that okay with you? Okay, cool. So what I'll do, I'll go back to name silo for a second, just 1 second, and I'll go down here and I'll say, okay, forget Ascot just for the moment. Now, of course, we already know what the rest of these are, and we can register these at a later date. Okay, so now we've got Bracknell. Now, I always check with the client. Bracknell spelled Bracknell, and then it's commercialcleaning.com, for example. Is that correct? Okay, cool. So I'll now go $8.99. I'll register this for you and I'll transfer it back to you later, but I'll just do it. Now, this is why I use name silo as well. I'll just put it, enter name servers. Okay, so for the name servers, I'll just put ns1.a2hosting.com. Okay, and then of course we go to ns2, ns3 and ns4. Okay, so I'll just make sure I change the 2. I'll change the 3, and I'll change the 4. So what I'm doing up front, now this is a good thing for you to remember and also the other students to remember. The good thing about Name Silo is while we're registering the domain name, we can put in the hosting details already so we don't have to go back later on. Okay, so I submit that. And that's already said, okay, we're about to set this up. Auto renew, we'll just say yes. Privacy settings, we'll put yes, so people don't find your details. Okay, and we'll set it to just a year at the moment. Okay, so what we do now, we make sure we check the spelling, everything, Bracknell, Bracknell, commercial cleaning. We go continue. Okay, and then I will log in now because I log into my account. 1 second. Okay, it's logging in. Come on, Mr. Music. Play the music for me, Mr. Name Silo. It's always the time when you're doing a webinar or something like this, Joe, that you try to register something, the thing conks out in front of you, you know what I mean? It always decides, hold on, I'll stop it and I'll restart it here for a second. Here we go. Okay, just go there. Let me have a look. Okay, let me have a look. In the cart, it says 1. Okay, and it's now got me, yeah, David Kavanagh. Okay, so I've got the name servers. I'm just checking they're in there. Okay, cool. They're already in there. That's okay. Submit. I'm just checking again since it conked out on me. None. Name servers is that one. Auto renew. Select the privacy. Who is? Select the years. We'll just say 1 year, and then we can extend it again. The only reason I say to you, Joe, is to do 1 year is just in case it doesn't work. Well, we don't have to, we don't have to keep on doing it over and over and over. Okay, so then continue. Now, if we've got a domain name like yourname.com or something, well, I might register for 5 years or something because I know if I forget, at least I haven't lost my domain name. Okay, now the good thing with Name Silo as well, if you look on the right-hand side, it already tells us NS1, NS2, and that auto-renew. It knows all that stuff. I'll just go into PayPal, or you can do credit card, you can do whatever. I'll pay for this for you. Okay, so connecting to PayPal. All right, for a second. Even though it comes up in Thai, I know which buttons to click, so it doesn't make any difference.
Sure.
Don't ask me what it says, I wouldn't have a clue, but hopefully they're not charging me $65 gazillion. Okay, then I say place my order. Now, Name Silo to me, as I said, you can see that's pretty simple to fill in. Okay, so it's now done. Okay, it's now done. So it says your order's processed. So the second part of this now is, okay, we've now registered we've now registered your domainname.com, and we've told it that it's going to be at A2 hosting. So what I'll do at the moment, and as I said, since I'm helping you with this, I'll put it on my A2 hosting account just to help you out. And then again, once I've done this with you and we've done everything, I can transfer it across to you. So I go to A2 hosting and I go log in. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We log into the account, and of course I'll log into David Kavanagh's account, log in, pardon me. All right, now once we've logged in, and I'm saying this for you and every other students, the first domain name I ever registered with A2 hosting, the first one I put on the server at A2 hosting was #1 position. So I look at that and I go across and I go log in. Then once I've logged into the account, I just wait. This is on the Singapore server, which is still fast. I look at this is called the control panel. I scroll down and I go down where I see domains and I go add on domain. So I want to add on a new domain that I've just registered with Name Silo. Do you understand that part? Cool. Okay, so now the domain name we just registered, what was it? Bracknell. Bracknell? Commercial cleaning. .com. Now what I do here now, I'll just press the tab key on my computer and it'll fill in the rest, okay? All right, so what I do after I do that, Joe, I tick next to create an FTP account. And so I'll just put, for example, Joe at bracknellcommercialclean.com. And password generator, I always make sure I set it to 18 and I press generate a password because we don't want anyone trying to hack into your domain or website or anything like that. So we grab this one and make sure we copy it and we put it into text edit, notepad, we do a tattoo on our arm, we do whatever, okay? All right, so we use that password and we go, and what I'm going to do now, I'll just open this up and I'll put FTP details and then I'll put username, so I can just remember it. Username is Joe at Bracknell Commercial Cleaning.com, and the password, which I'll give you all this after this call, is that long thing there, right? So we've got it. And I always tell students the same as you, keep this on your computer, but also print it out and keep it in your safe or keep it in your filing cabinet just in case. But if you ever go to a web cafe, an internet cafe, please don't press save on the screen because otherwise, if a person comes in after you, they can access your details. Just make sure it's only on your home computer or office computer, okay? Okay, cool. Now I just go add domain. Now, what I've done now, I've added a domain called bracknellcommercialcleaning.com onto my A2 hosting server, okay? All right, so let's have a look now. I'll just go here. Now, usually they say it takes 24 to 48 hours to what they call propagate, which means link up together and come online. Well, I usually find with A2 hosting and Name Silo, if we have a look at this here, let me have a look for 1 second, I find it's usually pretty much straight away. Now, sometimes it could be 5 minutes, sometimes it could be half an hour and that, but I've just okay, so at the moment, Bracknell Commercial Cleaning at the moment, not coming up just yet, okay? But if I give that, say, 5 or 10 minutes, that usually it will come up pretty fast. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you, while you and I are figuring out what we want to put on the website, what if we want to make a mobile business card, if we want to do a landing page and that, what I showed in the Facebook group yesterday, which I think is good, Joe, is this. I'll go to my Profit Mozo account and I'll show you why. Profit Mozo, this is the one that makes up little landing pages. So at least you've got something there until we design your site or your business card, all right? Okay, so what I'll do just here, I'll just get rid of this screen. Okay, so I'll get a log into my Profit Mozo account. Now, Profit Mozo, as I said, makes up little squeeze pages that says to people, hey, you've rocked up at the best, commercial cleaning place in Bracknell. Click here to go and check us out. Okay, and then we send them through to our website. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to click on Create a Page, Profit Page, and I'm going to call that Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Okay, and so it'll make me a little page called davidkavnerglobal.profitmozo./ Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Now, all this does is drive traffic to your site. So I just press create. Now then, you and I have now got the chance to pick through all of these different pages. Okay, now I will pick anything just for the moment. Look at this one here. I don't lead locker. What's this one? If I look at this, preview this one. Well, that one, that's not the same thing as you do, but there again, do you do similar things to that as well? You do that as well? Okay, well, let's put it this way. We can go through, there's about 40 or whatever themes, 40 or whatever pages in here. But let's put it this way. That was the first one that just grabbed my eyes because I saw a guy cleaning something. Okay, so we can go through all the rest, and I would suggest you look through the rest. But just to show you something really fast, if I go select that one, all right, so I select that, wait for the page to come up on my screen. Now check this out. We can make a video. Now, the first thing I'll ask you, have you ever made any videos for your cleaning services? Okay, cool. No, that's cool. Okay, so what we will do next week when we have our call and that, we will make one, okay? So in the meantime, and we'll upload to YouTube, which means I can replace this old man with a red rake or whatever in the middle. So, okay, up the top here, where it's got backyard cleaning, well, of course, we will make up this, next week, we'll make up a little logo and put Bracknell Commercial Cleaning, put it there, right? So, but in the meantime, just to show you, I can put, look at this, David Kavanagh Internet Coaching. I can put a picture of Eric, Roger, I can put picture of Pat Macedi, I can put anything there, okay? So the thing is, just to show you, we will make one next week. Just for now, I'll chuck in my logo, but just imagine my logo said Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Okay, so in the right-hand corner where it's got the phone number here, what's the phone number they can call you on, Joe, to talk to you about cleaning? 01344 238 000. And what I would say to you, I would put, just in case, well, no, you're going to get local, not global, so we don't need a +44 because there are only people in your area. So what we can do there, we can even bold that to make it stand out, okay? Then, or we can write next to us, phone us now, but when you've got the little phone icon, people know that's your phone number. Okay, so for example, we can, instead of contact us, we can put, for example, Bracknell, commercial cleaning, for example. Okay, now watch this. Oh, if I could spell right, it'd be great, Okay, Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. There you go. Okay, so we've got Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Underneath this, we can write the very best commercial cleaners in Bracknell, UK. Okay, so we can change that, we can do whatever. Then with the email address, I will show you in the next call as well how to set up an email address, how to set up an email, how to also set up a autoresponder service. I'll show you how to do this. So I can put send me info now. Okay, send me info now. Your information will never be shared. We will put your video there. Okay, transform your backyard into a paradise, whatever. Now, all this lorem ipsum stuff is all junk. We can write all the stuff. Joe's Bracknell Commercial Cleaning is the best in the world, but guess what? It's not about us, it's about you. Here's why we're so good. Here's how you will benefit, and here's the reasons you should call us now. You get what I mean? Okay, and then when we say submit form, we can write there, for example, send me info or send me info, please, Joe, whatever. Okay, now what happens when we click on that just there, we click on the link below it and we go to HTTP, whoops, put it lower, HTTP, Bracknell, commercial cleaning.com. So I make sure that's right. Yeah, that's cool. And what I'll put up, I'll just grab that there and I'll say, yes, that's it. I'll go up to this top one. And this one's going to be an email, so we don't link that. That's just going to send an email. This bottom one, if I run my mouse over it, look in the bottom left-hand corner here, you'll see it says Open Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Okay, so now down the bottom, copyright, all rights reserved by, and then we just go like that, and we move the page up in that. Hold on. Yeah, we can put Bracknell Commercial Cleaning, okay, and then we can, if we want to, we can put on the next line, etc. So what I'll do, oh, you know what, all rights reserved, I don't even need that. I'll just put copyright 2017 Bracknell Commercial Cleaning, okay. Then you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner, we can now link that to a Facebook group or a Facebook page, a Twitter, a Google Plus, an Instagram, a LinkedIn, etc. There's a lot of things we can put there. But just to show you now, if I go save page for a second, and it won't let me publish it unless I put an email in. So what I'll do just now, I'll link that just to mine for the moment. I've got an Aweber account, and I'll just show you this. If I go Aweber, which we will set up for you, and I'll have a list, and I'll make the list called Bracknell Commercial Cleaning, and I'll say, okay, we want their name, send this one. Now, save this one, sorry. Okay, so what we do now, we go up to the right-hand corner, we can save it, and once we've saved it, we now once we say to clicked on published, now I'll show you this now. We've now got a page coming up, davidkavanaghglobal.profitmozo.com/Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Okay, if they fill in the email just here and the name and send me info, we will have an email written, hi, you've wanted information about Bracknell Commercial Cleaning. Guess what? We're the best commercial cleaners in Bracknell, and the reason we are is because 1, we're on time every time, 2, we do the best job, 3, we got competitive quotes, 4, we take our shoes off when we enter the house, 5, we say hello and smile, we're not grumpy bastards or anything like that, whatever. Okay, we've got information down here, and even if we pull that in and we look at it, Joe, there on a mobile, you can see it is still mobile friendly. And all we have to do to change that is we make a video, which I'll show you next week how to do this. We'll make a video, click on it, and we'll put your video in there, okay? So what we'll do, I'll end it with you now, and I will do some behind-the-scenes work during this week. I'll do some behind-the-scenes work for you, and I will video that, and I'll send you a copy, and in the next week, and I'll even do a video for you, let's get number 1 in Google straight away for Bracknell Commercial Cleaning before we talk next. Does that sound pretty cool with you? All right, so now I've got your face back. I can actually see your head now. But listen, just so I know, I've got your permission to show other students what we do in that together as well? No, that's right. I said they must be ringing you already. See, the phone's already started to ring. No, you don't mind if I show people in our mobile business card group and this video as well, so they can do the same kind of thing for their business? Yeah, that's cool. All right. Listen, I've got another call coming now. I will even put this in the mobile business card generator group, so then you've got a copy of it. Other students can see it, and let's do it next week. And let's get you. By the time we talk next week, I'll have you number 1 or 2 in YouTube. I'll have you number 1 or 2 in Google. I promise you that. And let's move forward, and let's see over the next week how many phone calls we get to your number. Okay? All right. No, I'll make one up for you. If you've got, but you haven't got one with Bracknell on it, have you? Okay, what you can do is send me your RoboClean one, and I will just write Bracknell above the top of that. Okay, and we'll make a load. All right, Joe, I'll get going now. I will send it to students, and let's see in the next week or two how many calls we definitely have and how many people we come through spending money with you. And when you start making lots of money, you can buy me a Coca-Cola or you can buy me an orange juice, all right? Okay, love to you and your family. We'll talk next week, Joe. See you, brother.